All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been, I think, a couple weeks since I made a video, and honestly, I kind of wanted to make a video last week or even the week before, but I really just never got around to it, and school's been kind of keeping me busy. I don't want to say it's been hard to find time. I don't know, maybe I haven't been motivated or whatever, but tonight I was like, I'm gonna do it because honestly, a lot has happened in the past couple weeks, like I said, and there's a lot we can talk about. So I have three main things I would like to talk about, and they're pretty big news in the NASCAR world that you've probably already heard of already 5 times, but I figured I'd make a video anyway and give you my perspective on it. So the first thing I want to talk about is NASCAR got a new president. So his name is Steve Phelps. I don't know much about his background, but there is this Auto Week, article on him, and he was just kind of answering questions and things. He wasn't really too specific on anything. Basically, look, he seems like a genuine guy that wants the sport to do well, and mainly he's not Brian France, which I think is a huge deal for a lot of people, because a lot of people hate Brian France. Obviously, he just had his DUI, which is ridiculous. So I'm hoping he never comes back, personally, and I think a lot of people are kind of hoping the same thing with that. But Steve Phelps seems like a good guy. I was kind of reading through these questions, and I'll try to leave a link in the description so you can go check this article out as well if you want to. All we need are some fresh faces in the upper, management of NASCAR, and I think that'll do a lot of good for the sport. And Steve Phelps is definitely one of those fresh faces, so I'm crossing my fingers, hoping he can make a difference for us. And just again, I don't know, man, give us someone to root for again. So I think he has, some good opinions on things, and he has a good outlook on it, and I think he knows where the fans are coming from. He said he saw someone's tweet that was directed at him, and it really seemed to get to him because he mentioned it in this article. So it seems like he's paying attention to what people want in NASCAR, and I think that's, of course, good. And so, of course, time will tell. He takes over officially on October 1st, so actually next week, less than a week from now. And time will tell, but I'm optimistic about it. I think he can bring some good change to NASCAR. We all know we need it, and so, yeah, we'll see what happens, but fingers crossed on that. The other big news during the past week or two was Ryan Newman going to drive for Roush Fenway Racing in the number 6 car. A couple things with this. So that means Trevor Bayne and Matt Kenseth will not be coming back. Matt Kenseth makes sense to me because, he said he just wants to be with his family, and at his age and whatever, I mean, he's accomplished so much. He's a champion. He's won 39, I think, races. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's 39 races. So he's done so much in the sport, and he's been a great ambassador of the sport. And so I think that that's a decision that makes a ton of sense. He just wants to spend more time with his family, and, more power to him. I think that's great for him. As far as Trevor Bayne, the one-hit wonder of, ever, basically, winning the 2011 500, and then after that, literally crashing next week at Phoenix in practice, and doing absolutely nothing in that 6 car the entire time he's been there. So, yeah, not surprising. Probably should have gotten kicked out a lot sooner, but whatever. I remember when he won the 500, and I wanted to root for him, and he was, my new favorite driver for, 2 or 3 weeks. And I was just like, oh, yeah, Trevor Bayne. And then after that, he started basically doing really terrible, and I didn't root for him I was always Jimmy Johnson first, but I never even thought about him after that. So it's kind of sad because we feel like he had a lot of potential. He never really lived up to it. He was hyped out of this world. I mean, when he won the 500 after that, he was like, oh my God, Trevor Bayne's going to win every championship from now until 2030 or something. But, yeah, obviously that didn't happen, so who knows what his future holds. I don't know. His NASCAR Cup career is probably over. He might find a ride in Xfinity, maybe. I don't know. But that's not as surprising to me. That's not surprising to me. Matt Kenseth, I wish he maybe stayed around one more year, but totally understandable. And Trevor Bayne, yeah, makes a ton of sense. Ryan Newman, at first you would be like, why would they pick Ryan Newman? Because he's, obviously it's not 2003 anymore, or 2002 or 2000. It's not the early 2000s. He's not Rocket Man anymore. He's won one race with RCR in I think the 5 seasons he's been with them, and that was last spring at Phoenix, where they gambled on tires, right? And so why would they pick Ryan Newman? He seems like he's washed up, he's got nothing to offer. Well, Ryan Newman, unlike a lot of the young guys out here, he's proven. They know what to expect with Ryan Newman. I think Ryan Newman brings a lot to the table. He is a college graduate. He has his engineering degree, which none of the other drivers have. He is the only one with a degree, I believe. At least a couple years ago, he was the only one with a degree. And I think that is very valuable to Roush Fenway in their current state. As well, again, Ryan Newman's just a seasoned veteran. He's one of the most experienced, free agents out there, besides maybe Kurt Busch. And I think it was confirmed that he's going to the 1 as well. So that's kind of another story, but anyway, we're past that. But yeah, so I think it makes sense. Roush Fenway is kind of looking to do what Stewart Haas has done and just hire veterans. I mean, they hired Matt Kenseth back on for a little bit, kind of a mutual thing between them, and look what happened. I mean, Kenseth, besides that last pit stop at Indianapolis, could have won that race. And Ryan Newman is not Matt Kenseth, but he's a very capable driver, and I'm not going to doubt Ryan Newman's skill. Okay, Ryan Newman is a very, very fast race car driver. He knows what he's doing. And so I think that was actually a smart move for them to hire Ryan Newman. Instead of getting one of these young guns in there that's just trying to prove himself, and then you got to go through all the learning curve. I mean, look at William Byron. He's he's at Hendrick, and he's done essentially nothing this year, which is unfortunate. And he was the Xfinity champion from last year, and he's won. He had the most wins in a rookie season in the Truck Series, and then first season in Xfinity wins the championship. I think only a couple other people have done that. I think Chase Elliott did it. But he hasn't done anything. And not a lot of the other young guys have done a lot either. Not Trevor Bayne. Ryan Blaney won one race. Hasn't done anything. He's been good, though. Ryan Blaney's fast. He's good. Chase Elliott won one race, finally. But he's fast. So those are kind of exceptions. But a lot of, especially first years, Chase Elliott was fast his first year, just didn't win. They just need someone that's proven. I think that's what they're looking for. They just want a leader, someone people can look up to. Maybe they hire they'll have Ryan Newman and Ricky Stenhouse. So Ryan Newman's going to be looked at as the leader of the team and take Ricky Stenhouse under his wing probably and hopefully coach him and make him a better driver maybe and just help the team gel together. And so, again, I think Ryan Newman makes a lot of sense for them. So, yes, at first it is surprising, but when you really think about it, it does kind of falls into place perfectly for Roush Fenway. And so now those are the 3 things. Oh, no, I did forget. The last thing I wanted to mention was apparently the rule package for 2019 is going to be a variation of the restrictor plate package that we got at Charlotte in the All-Star race. How do I feel about that? I don't really like it. Why don't I like it? Well, it takes a lot of driver skill out of NASCAR. And that's because you're pretty much just going to be full throttle all the time and just turning the wheel and just getting off the throttle when you feel like you're getting loose in the back end stepping out. Or, letting off when you're pushing or something. That's a little unfortunate. And it takes a lot of the realism. I don't know, it just makes it a little more manufactured to me. The stages make it super manufactured as far as the drama and all this stuff, right? It just, stages, that's kind of a different video, but stages take a lot of the strategy out of the race because when cautions are going to happen. And so fuel mileage and tire management, you can kind of throw that out the window, honestly. It doesn't even matter anymore. 90% of the time, it doesn't matter anymore. Which is unfortunate. And then now you add this, that they're just going to have restricted engines, the aero ducts and stuff. And I'll admit, it was fun watching the All-Star race. But not for every week. I mean, it's just too easy. This is not what we watch NASCAR for, right? Especially the Cup Series. We watch it to see guys barely hanging on, you know? We want to see them really tugging on the wheel. And I don't know if we're really going to see that as much with this new package. Again, I could be wrong. Time will tell, as it always does. I say that a lot, but it's true. But, yeah, I'm just not sure about that. So, I don't know. Kind of like Kamikaze, I would like to see the package without the restrictor plates, but with the air ducts and the spoiler. It's just going to take a lot of skill out of it, and that's something that I don't want to see. Yeah, it might be more exciting, and you know, I'm all for that, and like the tight racing is good. And I agree. I think, you know, Eric is right. I watched one of his Out of the Groove episodes, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, and I agree. NASCAR does need to differentiate themselves from other racing series, because NASCAR is built on rubbings racing, and you know, it's a contact sport, right? It's a contact sport. And I agree with that, yes, but I don't know. And like he said, that's not his favorite thing either. He doesn't really want this, but he basically said, you know, with the circumstances given, like, I'll take it for the temporary thing that it's going to be. And I can see that. I can see where he's coming from there. But yeah, I guess I'll agree with him. Not my favorite thing. I don't know. We haven't really seen it at any of the other tracks, and then it's going to be implemented almost full time next year. I don't know. I mean, if it gets Jimmy Johnson a couple more wins, maybe I won't be complaining as much. Maybe I'll be a little bit biased at that point, but I don't know. I don't think the restrictor plates are the answer. I think it's definitely the aerodynamics, which is what everyone else has been talking about, and all the undercar aerodynamics and the getting rid of the splitter and blah, blah, blah. It's like a bunch of that kind of stuff. And the Gen 6 car really has not produced that great of racing, 2014 being an exception. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on all of that stuff. I just wanted to get that covered because I know it's been, like I said, a couple of weeks since I made a video, and a lot has happened in those few weeks. And so now I want to give a quick prediction for the Roval. A lot of people have been talking about this as well. It's been a pretty hot topic in the NASCAR community. What is going to happen on Sunday at Charlotte? So everyone's saying, oh my God, it's going to be chaotic. It's going to be this, it's going to be that. And I don't disagree with them. I think it is going to be very different, of course, because it's never been done before. So duh, it's going to be different. And it's going to be, you know, well, here's the thing for me, okay? Everyone else is kind of saying, and when I say everyone else, I'm saying other YouTubers, Eric, you know, David Land, I don't know, pick a few. They're saying it's going to be really hectic, and I agree. However, I think it's going to be predictable in a sense that I think the drivers that are usually good at road courses, they're still going to be fast. So Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, so like the 3 fastest guys this year, right? You know, Chase Elliott, he won at Watkins Glen, and AJ Allmendinger. Those are the 5 that come to my mind right off the bat. Clint Boyer as well. He's usually decent at road courses. So those are like the 6 guys that I could name off the top of my head that I'm like, okay, I expect them to be pretty competitive this weekend. Even though we've never been there before, whatever, it's still a road course. Those guys know how to get around road courses better than most people in the garage, to be honest. And that's facts. I mean, those are the results that I've seen the past couple years. So I think those 6 guys are going to be ones to look out for this week. But as far as everything else, yeah, it is going to be hectic. And the stages are going to create some crazy things going on. Like I can almost guarantee you one of the stage restarts, there's going to be a big crash, and one of the guys that I just listed off is probably going to be in it. And I'm going to be like, well, great, because I'll probably put one of them on my fantasy team. You know, and there's going to be freak things that happen. You know, kind of like when Ryan Blaney wrecked in practice, just like randomly, or really anybody that wrecked in practice randomly over the past couple months when they've been there doing that, the testing. I think that's definitely going to happen at random points during the race, and I think the restarts are going to be insane with like the turn 1 and the first few turns are just going to be crazy, absolutely crazy. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I hope it'll be good. I think it'll be good. I hope it'll be good. I'm planning on watching it, so I am going to try to do a review. I'm not going to promise a review because, like I said, school's been, a lot recently. But I am going to try and do a review if I can, even if it's just a few minutes, because I do think this race is going to be a talking point kind of for this entire year. On top of everything else. I think it's going to be something we look back on and be like, wow, 2018 was the first Roval race, and this happened, and this happened, and this is what we can take away from it. So because of that, those are the reasons why I am looking forward to this race. So we'll see. I have no idea who's going to win. I mean, like I said, one of the last restarts, you could have Kyle Busch up there leading the entire race, and the last restart, he gets knocked into the tire wall, and then Ty Dillon wins. It's possible. It's possible. I have no idea. Something like that could easily happen. It's easily happened at road courses before. It could easily happen again. So I'm going into it with no expectations for anything. I expect the fast people that are usually fast to be fast in practice and qualifying. But after that, hey, don't quote me on anything. I have no idea. We're all about to find out. So I'm excited for that, Lynn. Looking forward to it. And like I said, I'll try to get a video out for you guys. But that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I know I've been super late on all this news and stuff. I just wanted to talk about it really quick and just give it out to you guys because I feel like I've been neglecting you. And I don't want to do that. And I do enjoy making these videos. Like, I don't just say that. I actually do enjoy it. I just, sometimes I just get back from class because I have class in the evenings and truthfully, I'm just out of it at that point during the day. But tonight I said, no, I have to do it. So here it is. So again, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about all these different things going on with, between the president, Ryan Newman to Roush Fenway, the new package for next year, and maybe your thoughts on the Roval this weekend. I'd love to know, so leave them down below. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you loved it, consider subscribing to the channel. I think we have a lot of fun on here. And I'll see you guys in the next one.